Did you feel like you lost yourself when your husband died? Like part of you died too? Grieving the loss of your husband may impact a widow similar to the impact of losing a limb. Depending on the closeness and depth of the relationship, losing a spouse is often described as losing part of oneself. And this isn't surprising because the relationship between a husband and a wife is often the most interdependent and intimate connection people experience in their lifetime. Ron found one psychological study that compared the psychological impacts on both widows and amputees, and they found strong similarities, including parallels in psychological symptoms. Both widows and amputees frequently experience depressive and anxiety symptoms, struggle to accept their losses, and will often prefer to avoid talking and thinking about their loss. Both types of loss are impairing and require significant life adjustments. Some widows we've worked with describe experiencing physical pain in response to grieving the death of their husbands. This pain is sometimes compared to a person experiencing phantom limb pain at some point following an amputation. And while we don't work with people following amputations, Ron and I have worked with hundreds of people grieving the loss of loved ones. And we've often heard from widows who attend our retreats, "I feel as though I lost a big part of myself, and I don't really know who I am anymore. I've lost my identity." Can you relate to any of that? You may not be comfortable in your own skin. You might feel a lack of identity and lose your confidence. If that's you, that's normal, my friend. Just as someone who lost a limb has to adjust to life without it in so many ways because it impacts so many things, a widow must do the same thing because losing your husband impacts so many areas in your life. It's a struggle and a challenge to live and adapt to these losses, and it can't be done overnight. This takes time, and you're going to fall a lot along the way and bumble your way through. Give yourself grace. Please understand the depth of the impact of losing your husband. It's going to take time and healthy grieving steps to eventually heal. Early on, this loss and pain engulfs you, and it should. You may see your identity as a widow, but our experience is that a gradual transition from identifying primarily as a widow to seeing yourself as a person who has experienced the loss of her husband seems to have a significant impact on your recovery process. But give yourself time to transition. When you're newly grieving, it's totally appropriate to wear the identity of a widow. And often it's necessary. When you're ready, if you're stuck or need help in healing, please check out our next chapter widow retreats. They're like nothing else out there. We've been where you are, and we know how to help. Thanks for watching.